Okay, we just got to wait for some people to show up, but I'm so happy to have you here. It's been so long since
I know.
I've seen your lovely face.
It's been a minute for sure. Probably since the Devil's Trials release party.
I think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
because otherwise we've been, emailing,
Hmm.
saying like, oh, the really, really fun talks about deadlines and that. We're just like,
Yeah.
mm. uh, the writing for book 3 is underway. So if anyone's
Yeah.
watching this on replay, book 3 is going to be happening. Book 2's audiobook is coming out really soon, which I'm excited for.
I'm excited to listen to it myself.
In 9 days. I've listened to some of it. I'll be honest. It's been like crazy busy over here as well.
Yeah.
But if you like the first one, you'll like the second. Obviously, the words are great. The narrators are great.
It's a good time for sure.
Oh yeah. Don't listen to this in the car with your parents.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't think you should have done that with book 1 either, but definitely not.
Definitely not with this one. Yeah.
Tail end of my cold, but still not fully over it. Okay, let me just set up the first forest room so we're ready to go on that when it's time.
Perfect.
I should have shared this last night, but I was just hanging out with my mom and the family friend, and we were chilling. I'm finally watching like a new show instead of like reruns on something because we're doing it like as a group each night.
Yeah. What is
and
it?
We're watching Wayward on Netflix. It's the new Toni Collette thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like weird. Like, I mean, at least it's not Hereditary. You know what I mean? It's something that they're interested in. And I'm interested in knowing what the deal is now that I'm invested. But I don't think it's something I would have picked for myself just because of how, like, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on my list.
It's not as creepy and unsettling as I found Severance.
Okay.
Like the first episode of Severance like gave me actual anxiety. Like him walking like through the office or the building or whatever. I don't remember if it was him going into work or leaving work in the first episode. But like that gave me anxiety just because it went on forever. Like it was supposed to, but with this one, you just like have the general sense of unease. And it's a little bit weirder than Twin Peaks and also at the same time less weird than Twin Peaks. It's really hard to say. But it's good. It's good. Okay. Although my mom is so funny. She's like, Toni Collette's character isn't even trying to not be weird. Like, how do people not realize that something is wrong? And I'm like, it's fiction. Like, I don't know. But also, like, you hear stories about, like, Toni Collette, as far as we know, the character is not a serial killer in the in the show, but like you hear stories about real serial killers where everyone's like, oh, they were so charming, and then you like do a little more digging and then you have neighbors be like, no, they were weird as hell.
Yeah.
So it's like that, I don't think that's the most unrealistic thing in this. Okay, just texting some people that were live and other people will trickle in as well. But let's do an intro for people who are watching on replay because like we established, it's been a while since you've been here with me. It's been a while since you've been on YouTube because you're just doing stuff in real life all the time now, which is like great. My little introvert heart couldn't handle it, but
Oh man. Yeah, I'm not really on the YouTube space much anymore, but yeah, my name is Jessie Elliott. I am the author of many books, but most recently the Love and Hell series, which is obviously published by Inimitable Books. Um, and yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I need to make some progress on the third and final book in the series, so that's what I'm going to be working on today.
But you've also been working on this little thing.
Oh, yes. I'm also running a book event with a bunch of romance authors and bookish vendors next year on Halloween in Guelph, Ontario, which is about an hour outside of Toronto. And tickets just went on sale a few days ago. So feel free to check it out if you're around or interested in traveling. I'm super excited. We're doing a costume ball after party because it's on Halloween.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Inimitable Books is a sponsor, so
Yes, I
that's
can.
super, super exciting.
Oh, hang on. I just dropped it, but I can show. Oh, sorry. Phoebe. Phoebe is
Phoebe
not.
was like, wait.
Inimitable Books did not sponsor my cat, but they did sponsor our lanyard and badges.
Which I love. It's so
Yay.
cool. So much fun.
Yes, we're super grateful for that and very, very excited.
I can't wait to see all the pictures and stuff. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yay.
Regina came in. Hi. If anyone is watching on replay and doesn't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, which published Jessie's Love and Hell series. So far, first 2 books. Third book is forthcoming. We've published other books. I have known Jessie for a decade.
Yeah, almost 12 years at this point.
I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's almost 12 years.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was writing my debut novel as a self-published author, you were writing the first version of The Devil's Waltz.
Yeah.
We found each other as CPs or beta readers, you know, or
yeah.
we were swapping chapters, providing feedback, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And then you know, the pandemic hit, and all of a sudden all these author tubers are, you know, live streaming and they're talking, and I'm like, why did these names sound familiar? And then they mention Wanda Writers. I'm like, wait a second, and I go back to, like, you know, Jessie's vlog of like the original one, and I'm like, oh, that's where they all are. But it took an embarrassing amount of time for me to connect those dots in the start of the pandemic. But to be fair, a lot was happening at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set up the first forest room because Regina is here and she will enter the room with me. What do I have to do first thing this morning? I need to do my morning routine, but then after that, I need to finish the fillable PDF for the course because it is a 72-page guide, and I have to manually add in all the text box and the check mark boxes to it, because when I tried to look into outsourcing it, they're like, oh yeah, we'll like do 3 pages for $100, and I'm like, no. And now I realize why, because of how, you know, like time consuming it is. But I'm like, no. So the course itself is complete, but for people who like don't want to print it out and stuff, I'm just doing this. And I've got through page 38. I got through page 36 last night, which is literally the halfway point.
Yeah.
I did 2 pages before we went live.
So you're getting there. How long has that taken to get halfway?
I mean, I haven't been working on it every day because I was still editing the videos and stuff and doing book editing. And so if we only talked about the time I've spent to do it, it's only been like 3 hours to get halfway through, which is like so much faster than it took to actually design the things.
Well, yeah.
And lay it out. So like, is it a lot? Yes. But in comparison to all the other work I've put into this course, I'm like, you know what? This is just icing, you know?
Yeah, you're like, it's fine.
It's fine. And I always appreciate a fillable PDF if there's an option.
Yeah.
And like, I know how to add in text boxes just where I want them when I'm editing it myself, but I know not everyone knows how to do that. So this is my first time actually making a fillable PDF where people don't have to worry about where the text boxes are placed. They just have to click in.
Right.
Bree is here.
Hi, Bree.
Hi. Okay, forest room code is... Oh, I thought this was charged. How charged is this? Can I unplug this? Yes, I can. Okay, create the room. And we're going to start our first sprint once people are in the room. Code. Do you do the forest app, Jesse?
I don't. I should. One of these days.
Nah, that's okay. You have a lot of other things going on, and I'm not here to peer pressure you into using the app. I mean, I love the app, but it's, they're not sponsoring us and never have. So. I'm like, if you don't, that's okay. We have the timer on screen anyway.
Perfect.
Bree is in the room. Regina is going to enter the room, I'm sure. The code is 4 Yankee Papa, Yankee 7 Bravo 3 Sierra Golf. Okay, we're all in the room. We're gonna start. Riley came into my room earlier crying because I wasn't spending time with her. So if she shows up again, I'll move my laptop to show her off. Because she is living as if nothing is wrong.
Let her do that.
I know. She's living her best life,
Yeah.
and that's really all my mom and I want for her. So
yeah, for sure.
Let that ride. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. If you're new here or watching on replay, please note that the clicking sounds are ASMR built into the timer. If that bothers you, please can mute us for the duration of the timer, and then unmute us when it's easier, and we are back to habit. How'd you do?
I did okay. I had to go back and read a bit of this chapter that I'm working on because it's been a minute, but I did that and ordered some breakfast. So I'm waiting for that to come and lit a candle to get the vibes.
Oh, that's nice. Do you want to describe the scent, or is that like...
It is, let's see, dark golden amber, fresh rainwater, and oud wood.
I love candle descriptions.
I know. I was like, okay, cool.
Like, oh, if you say so. That's why I'm really simple with mine. I'm like, I either get ones that literally smell like toasted marshmallow or like vanilla, and like that's it. They're
Yeah.
simple.
I can't do the sweet ones. They give me a headache. But
I can only do them from certain places.
mhm.
So I found like this one creator on Etsy who I can do their toasted marshmallow one because I tried another one. It was like too sweet, too much for my head. And then I really like the Super Carlin Brothers candle scents, but they change them every month. And you can't
Mm.
like go back and buy one that you like. And it was just like they were starting to do too many that were too strong. So I stopped that subscription. But they had done one that was so nice where it was white tea and jasmine, I think, and it was like
Oh.
inspired by Mulan or something, but it was like
Mhm.
such a nice scent. And then they had another one that smelled basically like a pina colada that was inspired by
Nice.
Moana because it was like, oh, ocean and fruity. And I'm
Mhm.
like, yes, please. But yeah, you can't get ones that you like. They have like 3 that are inspired by a franchise by a person that we will not name
Mhm.
that you can buy at any time. And I'm like, I don't like those scents. And also, like, don't like now, definitely would never.
Yeah.
But they started doing it like 6 years ago before I knew about, I think, yeah. I mean, there are some people who are like, oh, we knew for many more years, but I learned about it when a majority of the internet did.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't really do candles that much anymore just because I don't like I finished my last candle and then I didn't buy a new candle and then I moved here. So I could get another candle if I wanted. I just haven't.
Yeah. Yeah. These are all old candles because I used to buy way too many at a time. And now I'm
hmm
just like, I don't need to buy candles for years. I'm good. I'm set.
Yeah, no, that's good. At least you're the like you're you're not feeling compelled that you need to go and buy more. You're like, no, I can use what I
Yeah.
have. Because I
Yeah.
know
I'm
some
good.
people, it's like an obsession. And it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, if you could go through them that quickly, I guess, but like
Right.
the when they start hoarding, I'm like, man, like you gotta start burning some of those.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or burn multiple one, like I don't know, you gotta do something different. Or slow down for your wallet's sake. Like all
Yeah.
of the above.
No kidding.
Bree finished the sign up form for streams this month, which is great. She completed one module in the query course. She's a member of that, so that's super exciting. And ate breakfast since I'd literally walked in the door to my house when I jumped on the stream. I texted her. I'm like, oh, we went live. And then all of a sudden she's here. And yeah. I mean, at least she's on the East Coast. Poor Regina. I say poor Regina. Regina elects to be here every morning stream when it is 6 a.m. for her, even though it is 9 a.m. for us. So, like,
No, that's too early.
I know. I said she's a better fan than I am. Like,
Yeah.
so. But she went to pour coffee. I don't know if she's back, but she also fed the dogs and stuff.
How did you do during that sprint?
I ate breakfast. I was looking at the next YouTube videos I have to film because we're edited and scheduled through the next week, which was very nice. Especially because after editing all those course videos, like I've gotten back in the swing of like editing videos again. That I edit the really short YouTube videos like super fast.
Yeah.
So I just need to film more. I was just like I was mentioning, I've had a cold all week. And while I have very, very strong faith in the mics that I use, in case it picked up me being sick, I was like, I don't have faith in my audio editing skills to make it feel like I'm not sick. So I'm going to be filming, if not tomorrow, like on Tuesday, and just some videos. And they'll all be short. And I am getting better with each day. So it was just reminding myself, like, oh, do I have the script in the teleprompter, or do I need to copy and paste it in there just so that it's one less thing for me to do? Because I'm basically living here and using my apartment as like an office.
Okay.
That way I can spend the most time with Riley, and if anything happens, not that we want it, and not that it has, I just knocked on wood, but you know, at my apartment, she's never really been left alone. And so I don't want her to like get upset and then my neighbors to complain or something. Whereas here, you know, if I had to run out and do an errand, I can and stuff like that. So she mostly stays here. But that also means that if I'm trying to film stuff and she starts squeaking a toy or comes up to me and barks or whines or whatever, it's like, so it's easier to just batch film at my place and then come back.
For sure.
So I was just like, oh, are these ready to go? And I'm going through different books I had read about like writing routines and stuff for like a mini series on the YouTube channel. And so it's just like, okay, which one is next? Because a lot of them have like similar advice, but make sure I'm not just repeating myself over and over again. And then in the future, I want to talk about other books that I've read, some of which are physical, because I used to buy all my writing craft books physically. And then I went through a period where I was only getting them on Kindle. This was years ago. And then now I'm like halfway in between. So I need to make a list and be like, you physically have this. No, you don't. And because I would hate to film a video where like I don't physically have it in the video, but then remember, oh, I did physically have it, and then want to reshoot it.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, let's set up the next forest room. And oh yeah, I need to mark when I went to sleep last night. I wanted to bullet journal during that sprint, and instead I ate and then did work. So I'll
next time.
Yep. One thing about being sick, though, is that it's the time that I get the most consistent sleep because my body. You don't have a choice, buddy. Like, you're going to bed.
Pretty much.
Okay. Next, you picked. I wrote it down, so I don't even remember this pumpkin. I was like, I don't think you picked the scarecrow. I know you picked one with a pumpkin in it.
I did. I picked a pumpkin one.
Yeah. Code is 5. Mike, Zulu, Papa, Mike, Juliet, Echo, Sierra, Golf. And while I do not need to text my cousin who has a name that is in here, I need to text a different cousin who is related to that person. Because it's their birthday today.
Aww.
But they're in Europe, so my mom was like, do we need to do anything like special to reach them, and I'm like, they are someone who I'm assuming has access to Wi-Fi in their hotel, but also is someone who's very much like my mom and would absolutely pay for the international cellular fees for the trip.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, you just text them. I'll get it. So I just did that. Because my mom will be like, remember, and I'll be like, yep. And then I forget to do the thing. Like, I'll remember it's their day, but it doesn't click in my brain to like,
Yeah.
and you like need to wish them happy birthday. They'll be like, yeah, I know. You know, but did you do it?
But did you do it? Yeah, exactly.
Regina, no, I ate and worked. My whole thing was that I wanted to eat and bullet journal, but I ate and worked instead of ate and bullet journaled. I was actually good. I actually ate this morning when I was given breakfast. My mom made it for me, which was very sweet.
Ah.
Okay, we're gonna start at the 50-minute mark, which is just like 10 seconds from now.
Cool.
Because we're so close. How close are you to the super devastating thing that you told me is gonna happen?
Oh, it's a bit away.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to that, but yeah.
You're the author. You could decide it doesn't happen.
No, it's gotta happen.
I mean, I agree as your publisher, but oh my God.
Yeah.
Phoebe's gonna unwittingly be your...
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like crying at the keyboard, and she's gonna be like, "What is
wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're the pet of a writer. You deal with their craziness.
Exactly.
You're the emotional support animal, whether you signed up to be or not. They're all like, we didn't. And it's like, well,
I saved you from a shelter, so.
Yeah, you were enlisted.
Exactly.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. How'd you do?
Good. I ate my breakfast and I've been working on the opening of this chapter because it's a little different. Um, and I had just kind of started like not at the beginning of the chapter when I was working on it last time. So now I'm like, okay, I need to write the beginning of the chapter. But, yeah.
That'll do it.
How'd you do?
I bullet journaled, and then Chantel, who wrote Until the Last Page, I had done her developmental edits, and then I kind of asked her to, I don't know if you would say like expand a subplot or turn like a subplot into part of the main plot, but basically I asked her to like take an idea and make it more substantial within the story. And it wasn't like the whole thing, but it's a important section. So I was like, I want to read this like as a reader first, you know, because it's not just like, oh, little tweaks. Like we literally changed part of the main plot.
Yeah.
So I was putting it into Vellum. And for some reason, Vellum wasn't recognizing all the actual chapter breaks. And it was like, oh, there are 20 chapters. I'm like, that's wrong. And I was like having to go through and find the actual chapter breaks.
Yeah.
And it took me an absurd amount of time to remember that Chantel marks each chapter in the same way. So I could search in the document and then do the split.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was scrolling through myself and doing the split at cursor, and I was like, ooh. So I almost finished that, and then the timer ran out, and I'm like, oh, okay, well. But like it didn't recognize 4 chapter breaks, and I was just staring at it, and I'm like, this is false. I don't know why. I don't know how. Like all the chapters are in there. I scrolled through in the Word document before. But now it's all fixed. So for the next one, I'll be able to start reading it because I think I just need a break from the PDF. You know, I did it all last night and then I did some of it this morning. And I'll do more of it later today, but you know, I just want to have fun. I want to, after all the thrillers, you know, I could use a little romance. And that's what Beyond Ever After is. It's what your books are as well, but your books are, I don't currently have one sitting in my inbox to read. So, you know, this is going to come out before your 3rd book anyway. So it's just good.
You got to read what you got.
Yeah, it's good to keep the wheels turning. It was just really funny though, because she turned hers in around the same time that the thriller books were coming in. And I'm like, the thriller books are coming out first. But I was able to get some of those developmental edits done really quickly so that I was able to get her developmental edits done. But then hers came in the same time that those revisions came in. And I'm like, I love to jump to this, yes, but like
timeline-wise.
This is my treat for getting through all the torture and like murder.
Great. Love that for you.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I love all the books we're publishing, otherwise we wouldn't be publishing them.
Right.
This is the perfect palate cleanser for after Mother Mercy. Now, people are actually going to have, you know, thanks for watching in between Mother Mercy and this, and thanks for watching is definitely the lightest of the 3 thrillers in like the reading experience. It's the most like humorous. It's more of like a dark humor. Like there's absolutely thriller and mystery elements, but it's not the psychological thriller / horror elements of Grandma's Little Secrets, and it's not the, you know, Killing Eve / Dexter of Mother Mercy, which if you like that, it's great, but it's like I need it in small doses.
Yeah.
So this is just like, oh, the worst thing you have to deal with is an evil queen. Great.
Like amazing. I've never read like a thriller or horror, but I loved Killing Eve and I really enjoyed Dexter. So I'm gonna have to read it.
I think you would like Mother Mercy, but like know that it's rough. You know, so like don't read a bad mental health day.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless you're like, you know what? I'm okay with taking in like upsetting stuff because at least they get justice served.
Yeah. Yeah. When does that one come out?
Coming to them.
When does that one come out?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. It actually comes out on St. Patty's Day.
Fun.
Just because I was like mid-March, because the first one's mid-February, and then that's how the calendar works.
Yeah.
And it's a Tuesday, and I was like, okay, whatever. Because it was so funny. Because Chandra's like, do you know it's St. Patty's Day? I'm like, yeah. Do you want me to move you to like the week after so we don't deal with that? I mean, and she was like, no, it's fine. I was like, okay, cool. It's just, yeah, it's like it comes out a few days before my birthday. One of the key words for people who are curious about the vibe, one of the key words that's in the metadata is female rage. So
perfect.
Yeah, it's great. You just have to be in the right mind space for it because you have to read the bad stuff before you get to the
Yeah.
I think you'd like it. Grandma's Little Secret isn't as horror. Like if you hear the word horror, that might scare you off. It's not super horror-y. Like it's nothing more horror than like was in the show Vampire Diaries.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, like
I like horror movies anyways, so I've just never read the genre.
But my mom used to be like, I thought you didn't like horror. I'm like, this is supernatural stuff. This is Vampire Diaries. This is the show's supernatural. She's like, yeah, with horror elements. I thought you weren't okay with that. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm growing. Look at that.
Expanding my palette.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not like The Nun or The Conjuring or Annabelle or Hereditary, which I mentioned to you earlier because I'm watching that new Toni Collette thing. Although Toni Collette was in Knives Out, which was the first thing I ever actually saw her in. And then Thanks for Watching like has similar vibes to Glass Onion, which was the sequel to Knives Out. And not just because it's influencers on an island, but just yeah. And that's like in Barry and Then There Were None-ish, but like super fun. And I haven't read a mystery like that in a while. So it was nice. Normally it's much more I was about to say something and I was like, you know what? If someone hasn't read that, it's like a spoiler. So they haven't read Thanks for Watching, so they wouldn't know it was a spoiler. But I was like, if anyone comes back,
let's avoid the spoilies.
Yeah. But it's much more like there's like one detective and one like I don't know how to describe it. It like in this it feels like Clue. You know what I mean? It's like everyone is in danger, but also everyone's trying to figure it out.
Right.
Whereas I feel like a lot of the thriller and mystery novels that I've read, aside from Agatha Christie ones, are very much like one person. Like Sherlock Holmes. There we go. Like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anything, it's like a crime has happened. One person's investigating. The person who is investigating like is in danger because obviously the person who did it doesn't want to be caught, but it's not quite as much like, no, literally you're already a potential victim.
Right.
There we go.
Cool. Good job.
I'm like, I can do this. I work in publishing. I can do this. Yeah. So it's just nice because Becca and Chandra have been turning theirs in very quickly, and it is nice to be like, oh, well, theirs are coming out first, and we're actually pretty ahead. Like, Grandma's Little Secret is done. Like, it went off to the printer.
Oh, amazing.
And then Mother Mercy will be going off to the printer in like a week or two. But Kate's been traveling, so she's been doing her developmental edits, but I don't like have those yet. So this is the perfect time to be like, gonna cleanse my palate, gonna fall back in love with fairy tales, Evil Queen,
amazing,
curses, was a talking frog, is, you know, all those things. Let's go back to Once Upon a Time instead of, you know.
Yeah.
Eva came in. Crystal's here. Hi.
Hello.
Bree said, did a little vlog clip and I have to schedule content for my book club for the month of October. So I started that, but only got 2 posts out of 10. 2 out of 10 is still 20%. Okay? So like, that's great. That's awesome. I used to be someone who was like, if it's not even 10%, can you even count it as progress? And it's like, yes, you can. So now I'm like, if someone's 20%, I'm like, oh, absolutely. You know, 10%, 15%. But I used to be like, 1%, who cares? I'm like, well, the 1%, when you take it in population, is always very big. So 1% of writing a novel, or 1% of editing a novel, or whatever you're doing, it's like, that's still more than 0.
Progress is progress.
Exactly. You know, it's only taken, you know, like 7 years in therapy to get there for me.
Right? Yeah.
That's what I pay my therapist the big bucks for.
You and me both.
No, but I love my therapist. She's amazing.
I just started seeing a new one last week, and the vibes are good, so I'm happy.
Okay. I was like, oh, this could go in so many directions.
Yeah.
But it's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I wish that my therapist charged less, but also like, she's amazing and I would not give her up for anything. So
right, you're like, I will pay you whatever you ask for, honestly.
Yeah. And also, like, it's not even just that she knows like my history now. It's just her brain works the same way mine does. So she can like communicate it. And like, back when I like saw a personal trainer, like, it really worked for me because he was a dance teacher. So we like had a shorthand that worked. And like, if I went to another therapist who like specialized in PTSD, they might not have the same shorthand that my therapist does with me. Just because their brain might not work the same way. Like, just because they treat similar patients doesn't mean that their brain functions the same way. So I'm just like, no. But I am lucky that my insurance covers my nutritionist. So that's a bit of I love my mom, but she does not know how to talk quietly on the phone. Apartment. Okay, so let's set up the next forest room. You picked the ghost mushroom. You went all
feeling the spooky vibes.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love when there's like a little theme. It's just funny that like the moment there's another guest, sometimes the theme stays and other times it's like, it would have stayed, but because you picked the same tree, I had to go to like a next pick. So now it looks like the theme is broken and I'm just like,
that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. And apparently I always comment on it because Auburn, who's, you know, a guest about once a month, will be like, oh yeah, like I always remember, Zara, that you say that. And I'm like, do I say it that much? Or have you just like, have I just always mentioned it to you specifically? Okay, I'm going to have to pronounce the Q like an American who doesn't know better. I swear I know better, Jesse, but it's the American phonetic alphabet. And I hate myself for it every single time. But 4-2, Victor, Kilo, Quebec, Echo, Mike, Sierra, Golf.
It's okay.
42, which is the meaning of life. Veronica King, who is an Inimitable Books author. Queen Elizabeth, Madison Square Garden.
There you go.
Much more fun.
Yeah.
Regina's 96% of the way through her first draft of her current romance novel. What number is this for you, Regina? Because, like, Regina is so prolific. Like you're
That's
probably too,
amazing.
Jesse, if we count like your pen name and stuff, but I don't know how often like you publicize that connection. So but Regina's in like the 20s or something with her
Oh,
books.
she's ahead of me. That's amazing.
Also, Regina, I don't think I popped up your comment, but good on more book title research and pay to bill.
Boo, but good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 14 in the Colorado Billionaire series, and then she's also published other books. So in total, Regina, what's the number as well? I can't
14 in the
imagine
series.
writing 14 books in a single series. Like, I know it's romance if they're interconnected, so I think that would be easier
Yeah.
for my brain, but still, like, I got bored after 3 in both my, like, in my linked trilogy, my debut one, and then my continuous trilogy, the Stellar Blood one. I'm like, 3 books is about it, which is something I should not cement in my brain because I have a 5-book high fantasy series planned in my head. One day. It's not like no plans. Yeah, I'm still working on my spy thriller.
That's fun though. 5 books.
55 ISBN.
Whoa.
I think I some of yours are in print though, right? So it's not 55 individual books, but it's still like really high up there.
That's cool.
Yeah. We should all aspire to be like Regina. But she also has more time on us.
That's fair.
And has been able to write full time for longer than most of us. So we're not behind. We just have an aspirational figure amidst us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but I just perpetually feel behind always.
Oh no, I do too, which is why I'm telling everyone like
Yeah.
Wait, you have 55 individual titles live? Like not paperback? And I haven't checked your thing since we interviewed you for the Writish podcast. I'm sorry, Regina. I know you know that I've been a little bit busy, but now I need to look at this.
She said, I've had several more years.
This is the wrong Regina Duke. Nope. There we go. That's the Regina Duke I want. All books. And I'm going to filter by ebook just so we can look at the actual number. Right? Because all your things are out in ebook. Not all of them are out in print, I think is what we've gotten. Okay, some of these are box sets, but according to Amazon, do we like get the number or do I have to count this?
I don't think
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times 4. Oh, 60 Kindle titles. There it is. It was in the top left corner in really tiny text. 60. Some of those include box sets, but there are not that many box sets. So that is a lot.
That's really cool. I think I'm at 12 because I have 8 under my pen name and 4 under my name because I don't really count. Well, I guess if you count like the Twisted series, then 16.
Yeah, you should count what you wrote, even if you've taken certain things down and like whatever.
Okay, so 16 published.
Yeah. I don't count like the Belgrave daughter because that was like then reabsorbed and expanded and very much improved in the Belgrave legacy. But yours is like those were like books on their own, and then you decided to like whatever.
Yeah. And yeah, I plan to finish the rewriting them for like I still have 2 more books I have to rewrite and republish. And that'll probably happen like maybe 2026. I'll do that after I wrap up the Love and Hell series.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. That's exciting. And then, we don't know what we're going to do after the Love and House series with you, but I hope that's not the end of the road for us.
I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know what we'll have to chat, because I don't know what to do. What would come next?
I know. We'll chat. We'll have margaritas on Zoom.
Perfect. I'm there.
To be clear, we don't always drink. It's just
No. I'm drinking
not
coffee
all
this
of
morning.
our business decisions are made with that. We just chat. But normally it's after her workday and she's looking to unwind. I don't think anyone should drink alone.
No, that could be dangerous.
Hi, Chandra. My mom is currently proofreading your book. Because I used to do proofreads just myself, and it was fine, but then I realized that InDesign was introducing errors and stuff, and we went through that. We went through that with Kay's book as well, and it was just like, I need eyes that are not mine.
Yeah, totally fair.
On this thing after it's been put into InDesign, because I trust my eyes before it goes into InDesign. And then I'll save it, and then all of a sudden it's like, this paragraph got duplicated. I'm like, I don't know how. It wasn't like that in the Scrivener.
Technology.
It hasn't happened in a while, but still, it kept happening for like a solid 3 months, and then it got resolved, and then all of a sudden they started being like, okay, well, we're gonna like delete headers and stuff.
So you're like, yeah, I've got trust issues.
Every single InDesign.
Yeah.
Whatever. But the story has been there and people have enjoyed it, and we're still mad that book 2 wasn't immediately available with the first book, even with the first print run of your first book. So, you know what? I think we're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
You got an international edition out there. People are very excited. That's a lot of fun. And if anyone is watching internationally and you're like, okay, where's book 2? I already had someone asking for book 2 from the international edition people, and I need to write to them and be like, so I have an ER. There aren't currently planned yet because we just need to see how viable it is. I would love to, but publishing is a business.
Exactly. Totally.
Can't bankrupt the company.
No, unfortunately not.
Just to get, books into the hands of readers. Okay, I put this up, and Chandra, would you like to enter the forest room really, really quickly? I haven't even entered the forest room. I'm realizing that now. Oh, I took the code down. That's a little bit hard. My
Enter the room. Just guess the code.
Yeah, what could go wrong? I was editing the Inimitable Books homepage yesterday, and I always see like their widget for like progress bars, and I'm like, should I add progress bars to like each title like I do on my personal author page? And I was like, nah, people don't need to know that much about how far we are in the production of these books.
And that would just give you more work to keep all those updated.
I know. I'm like, no, I don't need to do that now.
Yeah, you've got enough on your plate.
Yeah. Okay, let's start in 3, 2, 1.
It's my show now.
Sorry. So I didn't do work that time, but I was using Swipe Wipe to go through old photos and try and clear out the
Nice.
years.
I mean, that's important to do. You got to clear out your storage sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm still working on the scene that's turning a little interesting. Needless to say, I'm using this book. So I'll just leave it at that.
Exciting. Yeah. If you haven't signed up for Chandra's cover reveal for Mother Mercy, please do. It's happening the same day that The Devil's Trials is coming out in audiobook form, October 14th. So
it's an exciting day.
Yes, it is. October's just jam-packed with stuff. I think the 21st is the only Tuesday where nothing's happening for Inimitable Books, aside from like a normal stream, because on the 7th, so in 2 days, we have The Storm Gathers releasing an international edition, but then domestically and internationally, you know, because ebooks are international and audiobooks are as well, we have The Shadow Rises, which is the sequel, releasing in hardcover paperback, not hardcover ebook and audiobook all at the same time, because it worked.
That's amazing.
That way, which was nice. I love when there's a simultaneous release, but also it's like we can get people excited when it's not. So it all, you know,
true
responds to everything.
Yeah.
Checkup, is that an app? There's so many apps. I'm just like, I found ones that work for me and I've stuck to them.
Sounds like it might be like a to-do list app.
Yeah, but I've never heard that specific one. I've heard Todoist. I've heard, obviously, Trello is like, you know, an old one. Then there was just, you know, straight up reminders from Apple. Oh,
it's ClickUp.
Oh, okay. ClickUp. Yes, that is what, yes, we use. Yeah.
Holly's here.
Good. Yes. I think I said hi to her right as we started the sprint. If I didn't, I meant to. Sorry. Holly,
I want to hear about Book Harvest. Message me. I'm so sad that I couldn't be there. Or I chose not to be there.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, in some ways you couldn't.
Yeah.
Valid reasons.
Yeah.
Hello. At lunch and started to plan setting descriptions. Your settings are always good, Jessie. Mine are the ones where I'm like, Regina, tell me what's missing.
I don't know. I use I have the emotion thesaurus out right now because I was just using it, but I also use the like setting thesaurus. This whole like line of books, you're
the one who got me into them.
Yay.
And I really like them. I just, with the settings, it's I learned that if I let myself get caught up in that while doing the first draft,
yeah,
I can't. It's like it's the first thing I hit while I'm revising.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sweet, Regina. Yeah, you started something, Jessie. Yeah, are you done at Book Harvest? I don't remember what time it ended. Like
I think it was done last night.
Okay, because I know on all their social media they said like it went to today, but I'm like, what are you doing?
Maybe there's like a brunch or something today. I can't remember.
Maybe. Yeah. I still need to figure that thing out with them, Holly. I did write to them. basically I had, paid for Jesse, and then when you weren't going, I wrote to them. I was like, "Hey, I paid for this. Can like Holly go instead?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they billed Holly, and I'm like,
That's interesting because I also paid a deposit. I don't know.
that.
Huh?
Send me that because I paid something as well. So I think both halves have already been paid. So Holly shouldn't have been invoiced at all. And I think I need to reimburse you or something. Something went wrong. Just if you could send me that receipt.
Yeah. Like, because I think I paid the deposit because that was before I had talked to you.
Yeah.
And then, like, I didn't pay anything towards, like, to finalize it because then I backed out. But yeah, I'll find whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. One of you shouldn't have had to put out money at all. And then Jesse will talk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. But
Yeah,
Holly,
yeah,
I hope
yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah. I'm looking at how I listed the event on the Inimitable Books website because I basically just took their event info. So today, yeah, it's a brunch, and it ends at noon Holly's time. But maybe it ended early or something. I've definitely been to conferences where they like the final day they say it ends at a certain time and then it ends early.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we're gonna do our final sprint soonish, so I want to share that code. Let me find the tree. Well, flower in this case, but you know. Let me make sure I left the previous room. No, I did not. Code is 3 9er Bravo 6 Charlie November 2 Sierra Golf. Okay. Holly had a lot of fun. Yay. And her husband was like her assistant again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Greg said, I want to do a lot of writing, but I have lots of little things to do first, like writing a couple of emails. Meanwhile, I am eating a banana frozen strawberry smoothie.
That sounds so good.
Frozen strawberry smoothie. I can read. That sounds delicious. And Holly, I saw that you were active in the group last night, so that was fun. Or 2 days ago, whenever. I saw the updates yesterday in the course, so that was fun. We're going to start the sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. This is going to be our final sprint. I feel like we flew through them. How'd you do?
Okay, I'm taking this scene very slowly because it is one that I was like really looking forward to writing, so I'm just trying to enjoy it.
Awesome.
How did you do?
I was, reading Beyond Ever After, and then I realized, like, oh, this is doing the Simon and Schuster system soon. I gotta like find comps for it. That have been published more recently. So I was researching that.
Nice.
And I found some that I think would work, but then there are, of course, a bunch that are just older. And I'm like, I can't do something from 2018. It's not allowed, even for me.
Yeah, I guess that's a bit ago.
Yeah. Because all these lists are like, oh, all these. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's just, I would
But
love.
they're not recent enough.
Yeah. So, I'm finding some which are good, at least by date, and I have to look into them a little bit more to be like, but are you an actual
Right. Yeah.
Because when like in the Query Ready course, I talk about you need recent comps as well, but I say like, oh, look in your genre and then make sure that they're from the proper date. But for me to save my time, I'm like, date, genre, date, are you a good fit?
Yeah.
So that was me.
Very nice.
Thank you for being here, everyone. And Jessie, lovely to see you. You'll be back later this month, I think one other time.
Yeah, I think I signed up for next weekend.
Yeah, I have it all scheduled out. I just, right now, it's not kept up here.
Yeah.
Got post schedule, need to pop off. Oh, Bree left early. Awesome. Thank you. Best assistant, he doesn't know, but he's gonna be like,
oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you for this friends researching comps. Yep, glad I could catch it. Thank you for being here, Holly. Thank you for being here, Regina. Bree already left, but thank you. Crystal, if you're still here, thank you for being here. Crystal said that would be really fun to add a page on this website about the individual locations of the book. I did one for characters in the guise of dating profiles. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, so thank you to everyone who is here. I will be streaming on, I think Holly's hosting tomorrow night on her YouTube channel, her normal Monday motivation sprints. I'm hoping I'll be able to make it. There might be something up in the air, but hopefully I'll see you all there. If not, go show Holly some love. And then I'll be streaming over on Twitch on Tuesday. And all of the events are finally up on inimitablebooks.com. The thumbnails and YouTube live streams for the cover reveals that are happening this month are not fully up. The times are on there, but I just need to take some photos of myself for the thumbnails. And then they'll be up. I have the rest of the thumbnails built for like 2 weeks. I just need to do that. So yes, okay, Holly will be streaming tomorrow now that the event is over. So again, thank you to everyone. Check out inimitablebooks.com where we have lots of titles and fun things happening. Get Jessie's books, especially the Love and Howl series, because that supports not just Jessie, but Inimitable Books as well, so we can publish more things. Join our cover reveals if you haven't already. There is a sign-up link to join our PR team, which is basically our ARC reader team. You can say what genres you like, and then you'll just receive those books when they are ready. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.